Greetings! It is I, Tantus Naravan Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. It is time for Gathering the Roll, the only news program supported by the Empire, with fantastic news from the worlds of collectible card games such as Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, role-playing games such as Pathfinder, Dungeons & Dragons, Shadowrun, and the World of Darkness, and of course, card and board game news. Let's of course start with collectible card game news and Magic the Gathering. So the Ixalan spoiler season continues with new spoilers, but not only that, we have seen spoilers for the iconic Masters, the new set of Masters editions, more to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Magic that's coming out soon. So if you want to check out both of these, you can online on Magic's website. Magic has also, though, announced Magic Arena, a new online card-based game that's free to play for Magic users, people that are interested in learning, and streamers. This is a technical, but not quite, replacement to Magic Online. It's supposed to sort of be in parallel, that this is going to be more for introducing players into the world of Magic, rather than the massive encyclopedia that Magic Online has continued to develop, but it is another gaming resource for Magic that is online. But also then in tournament news, the second of the Nationals weekend is happening this weekend. So out of the three that are going to be happening, this is going to be weekend number 2 for the Nationals. Now let's move on, though, to some Yu-Gi-Oh! News. We have a pack, Legendary Duelist, which has now been released. These 5-card packs, 50-card set, has you looking back into the past of important characters within the manga and anime of Yu-Gi-Oh! And taking their decks and then adding in these new cards, which are used to either improve upon these past decks or to add new strategies to them. So now you can take these legendary decks from Legendary Duelists and you can make them even better with this pack. Moving right along, though, to our role-playing game news. In Dungeons & Dragons, the new Unearthed Arcana is out. This is introducing one new subrace and a new race itself. For the subrace, we have the Eladrin, an elven subrace which is native to the Feywild and is influenced by seasons. The other one is the Gith, a more extraplanar race where the two subraces mentioned are the Githzerai and the Githyanki. Creatures that are traditionally more evil and dangerous, but if I recommend, if you want to look into them more, check out their information in the Monster Manual to learn more about these two before deciding if you want to actually play one. But now you have the option. Moving right along, though, we do have Pathfinder news, a bunch of releases from them. First off is the next adventure in the Ruins of Aslant adventure path into the Shattered Continent. This is for 4th level, where we have your characters from before diving away from this colony they helped establish into this lost continent to discover more about it and encountering many of the inhabitants that are deep within there. Also out from Pathfinder, though, is the Anti-Hero Handbook. For when you've got characters that are on that kind of gray side of morality, skirting the law, now we have new archetypes, feats, and much, much more that allow you to build yourself anti-hero characters for using in an anti-hero adventure. Or maybe even another one, where maybe you're just joining with some people. Now, the Book of the Damned features archdevils, demon lords, and other fiendish divinities that are out there, not only giving you information about them, but the realms that they live in, and introducing a number of new monsters, creatures that will be within those realms. It also features a number of spells and magic items related directly to them. So now if you're using these powerful fiendish divinities, you can get a little more information about them. Finally out from Pathfinder is a new flip map, Haunted House. If you are in the need of a kind of ghoulish, haunted, ruined building, you now can use the flip map Haunted House for such your needs. Featuring 2 sides of course, Haunted Mansion that you can use to have your players explore and discover what ghastly things remain inside. Moving on to other role-playing game news is Dragons Conquer America. They have put out an introductory adventure to not only introduce you to the system that they'll be giving, but the very world that they'll be defined in, that you'll be adventuring within. And this is all to prepare for the actual Kickstarter for Dragons Conquer America that will be coming out soon. So if you want to check this out and learn a little bit more about the world and the gaming system that's going to be matching this upcoming Kickstarter. You can check it out now and see if you're interested in supporting them. Also out is Dark Designs, a Nightbane sourcebook. This is all about you creating your own Nightbane characters and improving upon them, with lots of new tables, talents, and more, all to help improve and increase the effectiveness of your Nightbane characters. Now let's move on to some, of course, card and board game news. Muertos is featuring you and your friends attempting to save Day of the Dead from the dreaded Tio Pico. You go about this by laying down cards in a specific order, and as soon as one of the players loses all their cards in the hand, you win. Simple as that. And finally, we have Whitehall Mysteries. Jack the Ripper had a terrifying streak of murders and deaths, but now there's signs that he's returned to the area, and it's up to you and the rest of the players to find him, track him down, and capture him before he can disappear again. But that's it for the news for this week. Links to any of these news stories will of course be in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Always important to share the news. If you have any questions about any of these news stories, leave them in the description below. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. If you have a question that's more discussion based around these, then go ahead and either leave them in the description or email me at discussingtabletop@yahoo.com, and we'll take these and answer them specifically on Discussing Tabletop this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.twitch.tv/DanteCentricovin. Those are both options that you can use if you would really want us to have a big discussion on your question. If you do want to show some extra support, you could always check out my Patreon, link in the description below. Helps improve the channel, the Empire. And until the next time, I bid you farewell.